Hello all, this is Abhinav and today we will do the challenge lab of perform foundational data, ML and AI tasks in Google Cloud. So this lab comes under our second quest of the second track. So basically click on start lab, use subscription and just wait for your credentials to be provisioned by Quick Labs. So yeah, the credentials has been provided to us. Now click on open Google console, click on use another account, copy this username, paste it here, copy the password as well, paste it here, accept. Now simply check the checkbox and click on agree and continue. Now our first task is to run a simple data flow job. You have used data flow in the question to load data into BigQuery from PubSub. Now use the data flow batch template text files on cloud storage to BigQuery. So this is a template we have to use, and this comes under process data in bulk batch routine. To transfer data from a cloud storage bucket, this is the link of the cloud storage bucket. The following table has the values you need to correctly configure the data flow job. So these are the values we have to specify for correctly configuring the job. And before doing that, we have to make sure that we have created a data set called lab and replace your project is this string with our original project ID and created a cloud storage bucket called your project. Okay. So firstly, let's go into Google Console, activate our cloud shell. And let me increase the font size for you guys. Yeah. So the first command we will run is gcloud auth list to list all the active accounts. Yeah. After that, we will simply create a BigQuery data set called lab. For that, we will use bqmk lab. So the data set is successfully created. Now what we need to do is we need to create a cloud storage bucket with our original project ID. Go to navigation, search for cloud storage and go to browser. So yeah, click on create bucket, copy your project ID from here, name your bucket as your project ID and click on create. So you have created the bucket with your project ID as the name. Now what we need to do is simply go to navigation and search for data flow. Yeah, click on create job from template. Choose this as your data flow template. Just copy this string and paste it here. Now we have to choose the option under process data in bulk batch. So we have to choose this option and just wait for a few seconds. And these are the specifications given up here to us by the cloud itself. So we just need to copy and paste all the fields. Don't worry, we'll change this your project at the end after we have entered all the fields. So yeah, all the fields are successfully configured as per the data given to us. Now we will remove all this your project string with our original project ID. Just copy your project ID from here. Remove this and paste your project ID. Do the same for this field also. For this as well. And let's cross check if we haven't done any mistake. So this is our JavaScript UDF path in cloud storage, right? This is the JSON path, right? And the UDF name is transform. Okay. BigQuery output table is this. This is correct. Cloud storage input path is also correct. Temporary BigQuery directory is also correct, and temporary location is also correct. Yeah. So all the fields are successfully configured. Now just click on run job. Sorry, we need to specify a unique name to our job. Let's name it data flow and our project ID. Click on run job. So it may take some time from 2 to 3 minutes based upon your network connectivity speed. Till then, let's go to our second task, which is to run a simple data proc job. Okay. You have used data proc in the quest. Now you must run another example Spark job using data proc. Okay. Before you run the job, log into one of the cluster nodes and copy the /data.txt file into SDFS. Okay. So for that, we need to use this command into the SSS of our one of the clusters. So let's head up to data proc. Look for data proc in the navigation menu. Till then, our job is running in the background. So yeah, this is data proc. Simply click on create cluster. Just specify the fields given here, and if there is a field which is not specified, just leave it as default. The region is US Central 1. Our region is US Central 1. Okay. Job type is a Spark. Sorry. This is the job specification. We need to create a cluster. Just change the zone to US Central 1A and leave all the field as it is and click on create. So yeah, our cluster is being created. Now this is the data proc specification we are given. Let's check if our data flow job is done or not. Yeah, so the data flow job is currently done. Now simply click on the navigation menu and go to BigQuery. Click on done and click on this button, expand node. Click on this button as well, expand node. Click on customers. So yeah, our first task is correctly done. We can see all the details here, and this is the data of the table. Yeah, let's go and click on check my progress. It takes some time. Till then, let's focus on our second task. Go to data properly. Check if our cluster is done or not. Yeah, so our cluster is correctly implemented. Now just click on this cluster name. Click on this VM instance and click on SSH. Just simply copy and paste the command which we have given. Yeah, we are done. So now we are good to go with our data proc job. Click on job. Click on submit job. So the reason is given as US Central 1. This is good. Leave the job ID same as given to us by Google Cloud. Choose the cluster as we have just created. Click on job type, choose Spark as it is given us here, Spark. Main class or jar is given us here. Just copy and paste it here in this field. Jar files are also given. Just copy this line and paste it here as well. Argument is given. And max restarts per hour is given as 1. So now click on submit. So data proc job is also successfully submitted. After some time it will show us. Yeah, so our first task is successfully completed. Now let's wait for our second task to be completed. Yeah, so our second task is also completed. Now simply click on check my progress. Yeah, so second task is also completed. Now let's head up to our third task, which is to run a simple data prep job. Okay. You have used prep to import data files and transform them to gain use of the data. Use data prep to import one CSV file described below that hosts data of lab executions. Okay, so go to navigation, search for data prep. Click on this checkbox and click on accept. Again, click this checkbox and click on agree and continue. Click on allow. Just copy and paste your credentials here. Click on allow. Click on back to home. And simply after some time, after some minutes, it will load up your data prep window. Click on this checkbox and click on accept. Click on continue. Click on cloud storage. Click on this pencil icon and simply copy this link of the cloud. Click on go. Now we have the data set. Now simply click on continue. So we have to perform three tasks into the data. Firstly, we have to remove all rows with the state of failure. Okay. And the second task we need to perform is remove all rows with 0 or 0.0 as a score. And we can use this pattern to remove that 0 or 0 as a score and label all the columns with the name as a row. Okay. So let's see what is the column with, yeah, this is the column with success and failure. Now simply click on column 10, this icon, and go to filter rows on column values and click on contains. Just a second. Yeah, you just need to click on this icon and then go to click on column 10, click on failure, right click on failure and delete rows with selected values. And let's check if the column is modified or not. Yeah, so the column is modified successfully. All the values are as success. So we have this is the first task we need to perform. Under the fourth task, to delete the all rows with the column with the value of failure. Now the second task we need to perform is to remove all rows with 0 or 0.0 as the score. Okay. So this is the under column 9. What we need to do here is simply click on this icon, go to filter rows on column values and click on contain. Just copy this string and simply paste it here and click on delete matching rows. Click on add. So yeah, all the values with 0.0, all the rows with 0.0 as the value is removed. Now we have to simply rename all the columns with the names given up here. So the first column is run ID. Okay. Simply click on right click on the column and click on rename. Give it the name of run ID. Click on add. Click on this column as well, right click on rename. Give it user ID. Click on add. Do that for the rest of all the columns. Click on rename. So yeah, all the columns are successfully renamed as given to us. Now simply click on rename. Click on run. Click on run again. So your job is under process. Now after some time it will get completed. Till then, let walk up to the task 4, which is our last task for the lab. So you have to complete one of the tasks given below. Your project must be replaced with your lab project name. We know that. Okay. So head up to our Google console. Activate the cloud shell. Now we'll simply type this command. So this configures your IAM service account and creates a new account, service account named MyNetlang SA, and this will be your display name. Now just click on enter, and yeah, so your IAM service account is created. Now what we'll do next is to simply create the key for this account. So yeah, your key is also created. Now the next thing we will do is to simply export a environment variable named as Google application details, which is located in here. Yeah, so we have done that as well. Now the second thing we will do, the next step we will do is to activate our service account. So the active our service account has been activated now. So this is our service account, and it says activated service account credentials for our account. Okay. So there's one more step in activating this service account, which is this. Simply it specifies for the APIs of the ML language. Just a second. Yeah, so simply we are doing this subtask under the task 4, which is use the cloud natural language API to analyze the sentence from text about Odin. The text you need to analyze is Old Norse text, portrays Odin as one-eyed and long-bearded. Yeah, further on. Once you have analyzed the text, you can upload the resulting analysis to this bucket. Okay. So we'll be doing this now. Now, for that, we just run this command gcloud.ml language analyze entities, and this is the content we have provided. This is the content we have provided here. So we'll be using this, and since we have to use the cloud natural language API, so we have used this ML language, gcloud ML language analyze entities. Now the next command we will be using is for authentication to see if the API is used by an authenticated person or not. So simply we'll run this command into our shell. Now click on this link, use another account. Just copy this username, paste the password as well. Click on allow, copy this string and simply paste it here. Click on enter. Now you are successfully authorized to use this API. Now what you need to do is simply run this command. It is just a command to what just let me here. So here we firstly need to remove this your project with our original project ID. Yeah. So we'll upload all the results here. The result.json file. This is our bucket, which was simply this is my project ID, and the rest is specified up here that we need to upload all the results to this location. So let's what we need to do next is simply create an API key for to use our API. Just click on navigation menu, go to navigation and click on API and services, go to credentials. Click on create credentials and then API key. Just copy your API key and click on close. Now you have to export one environment variable, that is API key, and you will do that by this line. Simply replace your API key with your original API key. Just a second. So yeah, this is our API key, which was given to us when we created on create credentials and create an API key. The next thing we will do is we'll simply edit the request.json file and upload all our details into that and then upload it to the location we were told by the QuickLab. Simply Nano is a editor where you using which you are editing your request.json file, and just paste this line into your request.json file. Now click on Control and S, so it's saved, and now simply click on Control X. Now let's see if our request.json file is successfully edited or not. So yeah, it's successfully edited. Now let me clear up the console for you. Yeah. So our task is being done. Now let's see one more thing, that it's already showing me 100. Now our this is completed. Our data prep job is also completed. So click on check my progress. It's done. And the next thing we need to do is simply for checking of all the things, is it correctly done or not. We'll do this. Now one more command, this you need to run. So simply upload your request.json file to your bucket and remove your project with this, your original project ID. And yeah, we have successfully uploaded the result.json file into your folder bucket. This is the player location we will need to upload all our results as given in the lab. So now simply click on check my progress. So yeah, all the 4 tasks have been successfully completed, and now we are done with our challenge lab. So thank you guys for this session.